Hello, welcome back to Spaza Vlogs. Thank you for tuning in, and please subscribe if you're new here. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, so today's topic is very long. It's called Things to be Mentally Prepared for Before Moving Overseas or Western Countries. Yes, the reason why I need to talk about this topic is because we get a lot of culture shock when we arrive, and these things are good to know and help you navigate easily once you move abroad. Okay, the first thing that you really need to be mentally prepared for is loneliness. And if you have seen my first videos about the challenges African diasporan face overseas, the number one thing I really talked about was loneliness. And I forgot to also mention one aspect about loneliness, especially for women, because imagine you're new here, or you are a housewife, and you do not have family or friends to help you. So there's not that network of helping with the children, cleaning the house. You have to do everything by yourself, and you're going to work. So these are things you have to be mentally prepared for. And hiring a maid is very expensive overseas, and it's for the rich. The maids here are paid per hour. Even if they're paid a contract amount, but it's still not affordable to hire them every day. Yeah. So you would have to get used to now multitasking, and you hardly have free time. That is why life is so busy here and hectic overseas compared to back home. You have that network of even your neighbors can help you look after the child while you just go to the mall or to the market. But here overseas, it's hard. It's just very hard. It's a rat race. Just know it is going to be a rat race. So you have to now start adapting to those lifestyle changes, yeah. So yeah, Africans, we really take granted, or we don't realize the privilege we have of hiring maids. So please let us look after our maids. The second one is the cost of necessities are very expensive compared to back home. These are things like house rent, buying or building a house, cost of food, electricity, petrol. And for ladies, it is the cost of hair salons, cost of doing your hair. Yes, it is. The reasons why they're expensive is because the cost of living is very high here. And a lot of us Africans are mistaken when they come overseas, thinking that things will be priced like back home. No, the cost of living is cheaper in Africa compared to here for some of the things. Yeah. So you have to be mentally prepared that you're not going to buy the same price of a mango like back home. Yeah. If you do that, if you want to feel sad about it, you'll end up not eating here, thinking it's going to cost you 10 cents. No, it's not. Number 3 is time is gold. And what I mean by that is things are done according to time. Yeah, so the things we do not do according to time, like visiting a doctor, our buses, matatus, daladalas, etc. Here, you have to ring the clinic and book to see a doctor on a certain day. You cannot just walk in Most of them are not. I think a very few percentage are, and sometimes it might not be next to where you live, so you have to ring the clinic and ask. And a taxi driver is also allowed to charge you if they have waited for you more than 5 minutes. Yeah. And another thing is being late at work for more than 5 minutes is also like a crime. So please, and 5 minutes is nothing in Africa, but here, if you want to avoid work bullying and dramas, just be at work on time. Number 4 is there are 4 seasons here: summer, autumn, winter, and spring. And carry your warm clothes and heavy jackets if you're going to come overseas during winter, because winter is very, very cold, and the cold is not like the African cold seasons. No, it's 3 times or even more than the cold we have in Africa, depending on which country you're going to. You know, if you're going to Canada or Greenland or those colder countries in Europe, it's going to be very, very cold there. So make sure you research, check, you know, what season they are before you go there, and dress warm. You don't want to arrive in the airport and you're freezing. No, not good. Number 6. So make sure you come with your full driver's license from your country. Okay, it's much easier. It's much easier. The reason why I'm saying that, you do not want to waste time while you come abroad and still having to go through the long process of their driving stages of, you know, getting a driver's license. But if you come with your full driving license from back home, I think you have to do a theory test and a practical test. Just, you know, those two. Unlike the citizens who have to go through 3 stages. Yeah. So it's much easier, and you know, it's a rat race here. You need to just come and start working. And why I'm saying that is because here sometimes public transport will not be reliable to go with to work, and because it's just timed, and sometimes the bus stop could be far from where you're working, so you need to have a car. Yeah. And it's not like Africa where we have shortcuts, and you know, like let's say you want to go from here to there, and you go like a car walking, imagine. Whereas in Africa you just go like, I don't know, there will be shortcuts. Number 7, carry things hard to find here, like spices, and for women it could be hair or body products. Yes, you need to carry these important things that will be hard for you to find once you are new in the country, especially those special spices. You know, West Africans have their special chili powders, which are hard to find here. And because you're new, you do not know where the African shops are, or you'll be living in a small town where they're not even there. And unless those African stores have an online store, so it will take you some time. So it's best that you carry those important things, yes, so that you know, you don't have to suffer the first few months while you're here. Number 8, there is documentation of everything, even if you have a speeding ticket. Yeah, everything is billed and documented. Even if you get a fine for speeding while driving, it will be posted to your address, so the police cannot bribe you. Another thing that's also documented, these are just the top major things I know, late bills. So if you pay your let's say electricity bill late, you'll be fined for it. You are usually given a warning maybe 2 weeks in advance, sent to your email or mailbox. Your house mail box, yeah, that it's due, and if you pay past the due date you'll be fined. Yes, so it is documented. and and you're charged extra. Yeah, and you cannot negotiate. Yeah, you cannot. Number 9, no bargaining. Yes, no bargaining here. Everything is fixed price, because hardly, it's not a free market society. So yeah, even when you go to the markets, it, because people are used to just buying things at fixed price, even if they have their markets which are usually run on the weekends, you just find yourself always just paying fixed price. Yeah, so take advantage of the bargainings we do back home, but please do not expect to just pay them peanuts too. And number 10, food tastes different here. That organic freshness we have back home is not easily available here, I tell you. Not many vegetables here, so you'll have to learn how to eat the vegetables that are found here. And I would advise you also to eat less meat and less carbohydrates. The reason why is because in Africa we sweat naturally. The sun there makes us just sweat within 20 minutes. But here you'd have to like jog more than an hour, or sometimes even 2 hours to actually sweat. And sweat is actually, a natural way of removing toxins from our body, removing fats from our skin. So if you're eating a lot of meat and carbohydrates, you are going to be in danger here, or blow up. Yeah. Another thing, you can start adding legumes into your diet. If they make you fat, there are ways to combat this. Just research in the internet, or pick some that do not, because everybody's body is different. And Asian stores have a variety of vegetables, because they eat a lot of vegetables. So you will find some are similar like what we eat back home. So it is a good place to go and give them a visit. And the 11th one, you will have to start learning how to exercise as part of your weekly schedule. The reason why I'm saying this is because overseas here, we do not sweat naturally. The sun here does not make you sweat like back home. You have to at least exercise 1 hour or more. You see, in Africa, even we do not exercise or jog, but we still sweat. The heat, the sun there is different. The sun in Australia and New Zealand, there's no ozone layer. You can start by once a week, and then from there do at least 2 to 3 times a week. It does not have to be every day in a week. And the last one, which is number 12. Okay. Maintain a clean record of yourself, your image, once you have moved overseas. Why I'm saying that it is because you can still be easily deported even after you have gained your citizenship if you have committed very high serious crimes. These overseas countries, they have a high network of policing system, and they communicate with each other. It's in the database. Once you have done a very big serious crime, it's in the database. And even if you now want to leave Australia, go to Europe, and once you arrive in Europe, or you're doing your applications to go there, if your name is in the database, you have done such and such a crime. So no. I hope all these things helped you to prepare mentally. Some of them are daunting, but please just go through them and you'll be fine. We are surviving here. I am. You'll be fine. Yeah. And if you keep looking at my channel, It will help you. Thank you for watching. Once again, your big sister sharing ideas with you. Please share it to others who are going to move abroad, international students. Share with them, or even others who want to learn how life is like abroad. Goodbye.